Nearly 50% of publicly traded companies have ESPP plans, yet most people are not taking advantage of them. Hi, my name is Thomas Kopelman. I am a financial planner for equity compensated millennials as well as business owners. This is one of the first things that we look for. So if you don't know what ESPP is, and it's employee stock purchase plan. So let's say that I work at Meta. Meta offers this ESPP plan and they offer a 15% discount. So really what they're trying to do here is say, you're an employee, we want to give you the option to be able to buy our stock at a discount. So what this will look like is, hey, Meta stock is $100. You have the ability to elect into this during their enrollment period. There's basically 2 different times per year at most companies. So let's say in December, they send out the email and they say, hey, do you want to elect into the ESPP plan? You can do up to $25,000 for the whole year or 15% of your income to a max of $25,000. You say, great, that sounds really good. I want to do the max. So that's going to be $12,500 over the next 6 months. So what it'll do is every paycheck, it's going to withhold dollars, really similar to a 401k. But what's going to end up happening is at the end of this purchase period, they're going to buy the stock. Most companies offer some discount, whether this is 5%, 15%. I've even seen some places that do, for every 3 shares you buy, you get 4. So let's say that you're going to buy this and at the end of the purchase period, you get 15% off and the share price is $100. So share price is $100, you get to buy at $85. This is a really good deal. Now let me add one more thing to this. Oftentimes they will offer what's called a look back provision. So they'll buy at either the offer date, that beginning time when you can enroll, or the purchase date, whichever's lower. So let's say, same example, it starts at $100 when you elect into it, and at the end of the 6-month period of time, it's worth $115. So what they'll end up doing for you is they will buy at 15% off the 100. So you'll end up getting a share that's actually worth $115 today at $85. This is a really great benefit that not enough people are taking advantage of. So how do you plan around this? A lot of people end up holding their ESPP way too long, waiting for long-term capital gains. What I oftentimes like to do is make the decision, do we want to hold this stock for a long period of time, or would we rather just take advantage of this ESPP plan, optimize those dollars, get the discount, and then use elsewhere? Most times, people do want to sell. So there's no reason to wait a couple years just to get long-term capital gains. In this example we were just talking about, let's go to the first one where you just had the simple 15% discount, right? So at the end of the period, you could buy for $85 when it's worth $100. So if you were to sell, you have a $15 gain, which is basically a 17.6% return on your investment. Everybody loves 17.6% return on investments. That's way higher than the market. So you can lock in that discount, lock in that capital gain, and basically call it a day. If you go to the other one that had the look back provision, it's even more impactful. At $115 versus $85, you're locking in a $30 gain. This is typically what I like to do. Lock it in, call it a day, elect into the next period, and continue to do it. Oftentimes people say, well, I don't have enough cash flow to be able to do this. And this is something that happens for a lot of people. So what you can end up doing is say, okay, great. I'm going to live off of some of my emergency fund for this next 6 months. Once I sell that ESPP, I'll refund my emergency fund until you get to a point where you can actually take the money from the ESPP, have an account that supplements your income, you can pay it back to yourself, and then the extra dollars you have, you can go do your backdoor Roth. You can go invest in a taxable account. You can go pay off high interest debt. But what you're really doing is you're optimizing your dollars. Taking 17.65% is a really great return, and for a lot of people with the look back provision, it's going to be even more. If you have an ESPP plan, I highly recommend looking into it, getting the specifics, and navigating how to best use it in your financial plan. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and go subscribe to my channel for more personal finance content. And as always, please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I promise to get back to every single one of them. We'll see you back next week.